how Blairs saved £312,000 in stamp duty. According to the Pandora Papers, Blairs were able to save huge amount in stamp duty on a property transaction. According to leaked records, Tony and Cherie Blair hadn't paid £312,000 in stamp duty when they bought a £6.45 million London mansion. By purchasing the offshore company that owned the property in 2017, the former Prime Minister of Labour Party and his barrister wife traded in it as an office for their law firm. Mrs. Blair stated that the sellers forced that the building has been sold in this manner, but they put it under UK control. She stated that if they sell it, they will be subject to capital gains tax. The actual house owners were a family with political ties in Bahrain when it was listed for sale, but both parties claimed they had no idea who they were trying to bargain with apparently. Mrs. Blair stated that her husband's only role in the understanding was to ensure that the property's mortgage was based on their shared income and capital. The information comes from the Pandora Papers, the details that exposed the activities of organisations that provide offshore financial services in the British Virgin Islands, Singapore, Panama, Belize, Switzerland, and other nations. BBC Panorama gained access to 12 million files as part of a joint inquiry with The Guardian and other media partners. The Blairs have made a substantial portfolio of assets since departing Downing Street in 2007. Before purchasing the office, they reportedly spent over £30 million on 38 residential projects. According to the documents, the Blairs avoided paying stamp duty on the property they bought in Harcourt Street, Marylebone, in July 2017. Mrs. Blair's legal consulting firm, Omnia Strategy, and her Women's Foundation are now housed in the four-storey premises. Romanstone International Limited, a British Virgin Islands corporation, was the former owner of Harcourt Street according to UK Land Registry documents. Romanstone was once owned by a BVI firm with Al Zayani family members as shareholder. One of them was Said Rashid Al Zayani, Bahrain's Minister of Industry, Commerce, and Tourism. According to the disclosed papers, the Blairs purchased the building by using a UK firm to acquire Romanstone. Mr. and Mrs. Blair each owned a 50% interest in the British corporation. After the purchase, they shut down the offshore firm. The Blairs were able to avoid from paying stamp duty by purchasing the property this way. Stamp duty is a tax levied on people who buy a house or land for more than a specific amount of money. When a company holding a property is acquired, the tax is not paid because the company's stakeholder is changing hands, not the real property's ownership. Mr. Blair had previously criticised tax loopholes, stating that the tax system is a haven of scams, perks, city deals, and profits. Millionaires with the right to count and pay nothing while pensioners pay VAT on fuel, remarked Mr. Blair in his inaugural speech as Labour leader in 1994. Offshore trusts are exempt from paying taxes, whereas homeowners must pay VAT on their insurance premiums. We'll design a fair tax structure based on ability to pay. Robert Palmer of the Tax Justice UK campaign told Panorama it doesn't look really good partially, because most people can't do it. Even though the Blairs' transactions were totally legal and legitimate in the commercial world, it appears inherently unjust because they gained an advantage, a prospective benefit that the rest of us lack. Mrs. Blair emphasised that Harcourt Ventures was established to bring Romanstone and its structure into compliance with UK tax and regulatory laws. She said it is not unusual for a commercial office building to be held in a corporate vehicle or for vendors of such property not to want to dispose of the property separately. Acquiring a company has various tax repercussions, the Blairs stated, adding that they will, of course, be subject for capital gains tax on resales.